Hey guys, Drew here, back with another video, and do another World Junior recap as usual. And Canada loses, and they lose 4-1 to the United States. And you're like, Drew, Canada hasn't been playing the greatest this tournament. Why are you upset that they lost to USA? Well, first of all, it sucks. We lost to USA first of all, but the lack of effort from these guys tonight is impeccably um unacceptable. Like, honestly, you could get a beer league team out there last night, and they would have taken less penalties than these guys. We'll get talking a little bit more about those penalties in total. I mean, you could get those junior caps out there, and they'd play better, and they'd be less undisciplined. It's like that, and you can't be taking those much penalties. Canada loses 4-1 to USA, as I said. The one goal scored by Team Canada with Bradley Nadeau. What a pass by Braden Yager, by the way, guys. He got the player of the game. But Bradley Nadeau, really good game from him as well. I've really liked him on Team Canada as of late. Now, I want to get into the deep dive of all those penalties. And Canada took 11 penalties. And yes, this isn't a team of James Melendez. It's a Team Canada where all of them are under the age of 20 years old. 22 penalty minutes in total in this game. And all of them were minors. All of them were minors. None were double minor. None were for fighting. Anything like that. They were all minors. 22 minutes in total. That's pretty upsetting if you're gonna ask me. Luca Pinelli, Easton Cowan, and Carson Rakoff all took two penalties, and they were really stupid penalties, guys. Most of these you just shouldn't have take. You could have made the decision not to take these penalties, and you did. And that was just a very stupid decision by Team Canada. You can't be doing that, guys. Especially for Team Canada, because besides the empty net goal, all of USA's goals were on the power play. And so, yeah, that's pretty upsetting, considering the loss to Latvia. All of Latvia's goals were on the power play as well. Team Canada's special teams are absolutely atrocious. I don't even know if I said that word right, but the power play, don't get me up about the power play, because they can't keep it in the zone for less than for over 5 seconds. I'm literally being honest with you. Two defensemen on the back end. I mean, they have Bonk as the bumper as a defenseman. I don't know what Dave Cameron's thinking. Like, he's literally Matt Cook 2.0. I don't understand what's in his brain and why he thinks that this would work. I really liked having Tanner Howe as the bumper, I should say. Right before this tournament started versus Finland and Latvia. But just having two defensemen, Dickinson and Bonk, on your power play doesn't make sense at all. I don't even know why Bonk is on the first power play. I'm not a big fan of him. And I mean that Yes, I do agree that loss to Matthew Schaefer is big time, but he scratched Porter Martone last night, and I think he was needed. I think he was needed for this game. And I mean, Rakoff, he's been all right. He's done really good in the OHL, but he's going to need to play with some good players in order to register points in this World Juniors. And honestly, he didn't get much ice time. I believe his ice time was like under 10 minutes or something. It was under 10 minutes in his first game as well. And under 10 minutes, taking two penalties in that scenario, not a great look, if you ask me. Not a great look at all. And then Easton Cowan, I mean, he wasn't great. Like, he's solid offensively, and just defensively, he's atrocious. You saw him in that shootout. He took like a million fakes and fired it right at the goalie. And I just haven't been a fan of Easton Cowan this tournament. I'm sorry. There was one guy trying to call me a clown on Twitter for calling him out. I mean, you look at those stats from Easton Cowan, isn't great, and it isn't what I expected. And those defensive numbers as well, not great either. And I don't know, Easton Cowan, he's not it for Team Canada. I get why he's on the team, don't get me wrong, but he just hasn't been what we expected him to be. We remember watching him that preseason with Toronto back last year. He was absolutely tearing up the preseason. That's not what he's like this tournament. I mean, Gavin McKenna as well. He hasn't been great. He has 1 goal in his 4 games in the preliminary round, and that 1 goal was off a rebound versus Finland. McKenna hasn't been great. Hopefully he can be better. I don't even know why he isn't on the first power play. Like, that may be the reason. I think he should be getting some more power play time. He's on that second power play, and he looks solid, but hasn't been able to find the back of the net. But yeah, it's just upsetting, guys. But yeah, George tried to shut the door in this game, but he didn't shut it close enough, I should say. He played solid, but didn't play solid enough. And Trey Augustine, on the other hand, he was all right. There were a bit of pucks that beat him, but they weren't able to find the full back of the net. But yeah, Augustine's had a rough tournament, but in this game, Team Canada made him look like a superstar goaltender, which he could be in the future. But yeah. Yeah, Dave Cameron better put them to work in practice today, honestly. I think that he should, because they should be skating bags, first of all, and then they should just be putting in the work, honestly, because they're going to need it, because we're going to talk about their matchup versus Team Czechia. A rematch of last year's quarterfinals. I hope it doesn't happen again, but it may. It may happen. And the other matches are Latvia and Sweden, Switzerland and USA, and Slovakia versus Finland. Shots at one point in this game were 20-6 in favor of who? Team Canada. We can't score, guys. We can't score a goal for our life. Like, I'm dead serious. We can't score at all. Is it just we make goalies look good? Like, you look at Nico Pertuk, the goaltender for Team Germany. He was solid in that Germany game. The game before, he let in 10 goals versus the USA. You look at Leonard's Feldbergs. He was unbelievable for Team Latvia versus Team Canada. He hasn't been solid. He let in like 5 goals versus USA. USA is going to run away with this tournament if people don't come to show up versus them. I feel like they're going to go back to back. And I don't like saying that as a Canadian myself, but that's just the way it is. I can see USA going away with this tournament. But yeah, we can't score. We're the box boys. And that pretty much ends our review. Should I make I'll make a preview for all these games. I'll just say the score for all the games. So we got Latvia versus Sweden. I think it'll be maybe like 4-1, 5-1 Sweden. I think Sweden will get away with that game. I like Latvia, don't get me wrong, but I just see Sweden beating them. Switzerland versus USA is going to be an easy one. I got 6-0 USA. I can just see, like, I thought whoever wins this game gets a free pass through the semifinals, because there's no way Switzerland beats them. I mean, Team Canada may have choked it, but I can see USA pounding Switzerland in this game. And then we got Slovakia versus Finland. I see it being 5-2 Finland. Slovakia just hasn't been good enough this tournament, I don't think. And then we got Czechia versus Canada. It'll be close, but I don't know if Canada's going to run away with it. Maybe like... And we can't score either. So if it's a close game, it'll probably be like 2-1 Czechia, 2-1 Canada, something like that. Maybe even 1-0. I've been waiting for this tournament this year for one of Team Canada's games to be 1-0. That's how boring these games are. It's like we're watching New York Islanders hockey right now, except Patrick Waugh isn't coaching the team. But it's not much better. But yeah. Yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Happy New Year. First recap on the first video in general on the channel in 2025. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, you can like this video, you can subscribe if you really like today's video. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, so if you can hit that subscribe button down below, truly appreciate it. I would truly appreciate it. That's it for today, guys. And the next video, I may not have this background or this studio at all. I may have a different background that'll be random or something like that. I don't know. I'll be out of town, so I'll still try to get these videos up. But yeah, so if you stayed with me for as long as you did, thank you. And yeah, we'll be back for the quarterfinals. Canada versus Czechia. Send your predictions down below on who you think will win the game. That's it for today, guys. And I'll talk to you all again soon.